Every fighter has a story, but it's the ones who endure through every hardship that truly stand out. A fighter's journey isn't just measured by the battles they win, but by the obstacles they overcome, both inside and outside the ring. Kamaru Usman was once an unstoppable force in the UFC, a dominant champion whose every move in the cage seemed destined for greatness. But the fight isn't always won in the spotlight. After tasting the sweet fruits of victory, he now faces a different kind of battle. A battle not only against rising opponents but against the weight of fame and fortune that come with it. The allure of money, the pressure of expectations, and the constant scrutiny that accompanies the title can be just as devastating as any knockout punch. Usman finds himself fighting for something greater than just a belt. He's fighting for redemption. Redemption in the game of life, where every decision, every financial misstep, and every moment of weakness could cost him far more than a loss in the ring. In this game, the stakes are higher than ever, and the road to victory is paved not just with physical strength, but with the wisdom to navigate the dangers that lie beyond the octagon. The moment Usman claimed the welterweight title, fame and fortune came knocking. Sponsors, million-dollar deals, luxury. But not all that glitters is gold. Usman had worked tirelessly to earn the respect of the MMA world. His knockout victories and dominant performances had earned him the title, but with that title came something else entirely, a new world of opportunities. Sponsors, endorsements, luxury contracts, everything he had dreamed of now within his reach. The floodgates of wealth had opened, bringing him to the center of the spotlight, where fame offered him an almost endless stream of possibilities. Sports car deals, high-end clothing brands, exclusive partnerships with some of the biggest companies in the world, all seemed like the natural progression of his success. The wealth seemed infinite, the future bright, and the life of luxury was now his to live. Yet, as the world clamored for his attention and he basked in the glow of celebrity, the price of this newfound wealth came with hidden dangers. For many athletes, it's not the fight in the octagon that becomes their greatest challenge. It's the temptation to believe that success is measured only by the luxuries it brings. And therein lies the trap, the assumption that fame and fortune will last forever. For many athletes, the desire to bask in wealth leads to overspending, risky investments, and unchecked advisors. The rush of wealth can be intoxicating, and for some athletes, it's easy to fall into the trap of living large, thinking that the cash flow will never stop. But often, that's where the real battle begins, because the money, once flowing freely, can quickly start to evaporate. Overspending on properties, cars, lavish parties, and a lifestyle that's unsustainable once the spotlight dims can create a financial black hole. Risky investments in businesses or ventures that promise quick returns but ultimately drain their bank accounts are common pitfalls. And the worst part? Unchecked advisors who promise success without having the athlete's best interests at heart. These missteps, often made in the pursuit of more wealth or the desire to maintain a lavish lifestyle, can create a financial spiral that's hard to recover from. Usman, like many before him, had to learn the hard way that wealth requires management, foresight, and restraint, things that are often overlooked in the pursuit of glory. Behind the spotlight, financial missteps can trap even the greatest. With every endorsement, with every high-profile deal, comes a new set of risks, and some, like Usman, must navigate this treacherous path to stay on top. Behind every shining moment of fame is the shadow of the financial risks that accompany it. The endorsement deals, the million-dollar contracts, the brand partnerships, they seem like the golden tickets to endless success. But with each new deal comes an array of new pressures. Financial missteps are easy to make, especially when the focus is on maintaining a public image of success and luxury. The expectation to continually perform, both in the cage and in the boardroom, becomes an overwhelming weight. In Usman's case, what started as a journey toward financial independence began to feel like an endless balancing act. The stakes were higher with every deal, and the risks of falling from grace grew steeper with each new endorsement. It's not just about the contracts anymore. It's about making the right choices to secure a future beyond the octagon. For Usman, staying on top is no longer just about physical prowess. It's about outsmarting the financial traps that lurk behind every opportunity. As Usman returns to the fight, he must not only overcome the rising stars of the UFC but also the past financial choices that haunt him. For Kamaru Usman, the battle inside the octagon has always been about skill, power, and determination. But now, as he makes his comeback to reclaim his place at the top, the stakes are higher than ever. It's not just about the young, hungry fighters trying to take his belt. It's about the weight of his past decisions that, outside of the ring, have the potential to shake the foundation of his career. While Usman has always been known for his unshakable will and focus, the ghosts of financial mismanagement, poor investments, and missed opportunities now loom in the background. Every step he takes towards redemption in the octagon is also a step towards regaining control over his life, and that includes addressing the financial battles that have quietly shadowed his rise to greatness. It's a constant reminder that the price of success isn't just measured in victories, but in the choices made when the spotlight fades. Every punch he throws, every win he secures, is a reminder that in the fight for glory, victory doesn't just come with strength in the body, it comes with strength in decision-making. Each jab, every powerful right hand Usman throws, is a declaration of resilience, not just in his physical prowess, but in his ability to learn from past mistakes. In the cage, it's clear. The opponent in front of him may have a strong game plan, but the real battle goes beyond the tactical exchanges and the bloodshed. Usman now knows that his true strength is not just found in the sweat of training or the sharpness of his technique. It lies in his ability to make better choices, both in his career and in his financial life. The fight for glory is not just a contest of strength, it's a contest of wisdom. Every win he secures now is not just a symbol of his skill, but a victory over the mistakes that threatened to derail his future. In a world where athletes can lose it all just as quickly as they gain it, Usman's ability to make sound, strategic decisions, both in the cage and outside of it, will determine whether he remains a champion or falls into the same traps that have taken down many before him. The true battle, he has come to realize, is fought with both muscle and mind. For Kamaru Usman, his return isn't just about proving himself in the cage, it's about proving that even in the hardest battles, financial wisdom can be the strongest ally. Kamaru Usman's journey back to the UFC isn't solely about reclaiming his title. It's about something much deeper. It's about proving that the real victory lies not only in the punches you land, but in the lessons you learn outside the ring. For years, Usman's focus was on being the best fighter, breaking records, dominating opponents, and claiming titles. But after facing the harsh reality of financial missteps, Usman now understands that true strength isn't just about athleticism. His comeback is a testament to his ability to evolve, not just as a fighter, but as a man who can now navigate the complexities of fame, wealth, and business with wisdom. He's learned that financial wisdom, often overlooked by many in the world of sports, can be just as valuable as a well-timed punch. Usman's return is now not just a fight against the new generation of fighters, but against the distractions and dangers that come with fame and fortune. His story now stands as proof that the strongest ally in this battle is not necessarily strength in the body, but the strength to make wise, informed decisions that safeguard both his career and his future. As he takes on the new generation, Usman has learned the true price of glory. Will his legacy be defined by victories in the ring, or by his ability to rise above the traps of fame and wealth? As Usman steps into the octagon again, he does so with a new sense of purpose. He's no longer just fighting to hold on to the championship title, he's fighting to redefine what it means to be a champion. In his mind, the true cost of glory is far greater than any gold belt or sponsorship deal. It's the price you pay for the fame that comes with it, and the traps that lie in wait for those who aren't prepared to handle it. While the new generation of fighters challenges him for his position in the sport, Usman knows that his legacy can no longer be just about wins and losses. His legacy will be shaped by his ability to rise above the trappings of wealth, excess, and the constant pressure to maintain an image of success. Will he be remembered as a champion in the ring? Or will his legacy be one of resilience and wisdom, showing that true greatness comes from learning to balance fame, fortune, and the hard lessons learned along the way? In the end, the biggest fight isn't always in the cage. Sometimes, it's the battle for your financial future. In the end, Usman's greatest fight might not be with an opponent in the cage, but with the forces that can destroy even the strongest champion: poor financial choices, misguided investments, and the lure of quick wealth. The pressure to maintain an image, to live up to expectations, and to continue living in the limelight can be just as overwhelming as the pressure to succeed in the octagon. Usman has learned that while training and preparation for the fight are crucial, understanding how to manage wealth and plan for the future is just as vital. The true test of a champion is not just about how many punches you can take or how many belts you can win. It's about how well you can manage the rewards that come with that success. The biggest battle of his career may very well be the one where he doesn't throw a punch at all. It's the fight for his financial future, where the stakes are higher than any championship bout. This is the challenge that will define his legacy for years to come. In the octagon, victory is sweet. But true champions know that the real battle lies not in what you've just conquered, but in what lies ahead. Kamaru Usman's return isn't just about reclaiming his title. It's about securing the future. The fight for glory, for legacy, doesn't end with the belt, it's just the beginning. The victory in the cage is only a chapter in a much larger story. Usman has fought for respect, for titles, for legacy. But now, he's fighting for something even more important: the wisdom to navigate a future that extends far beyond the fame, far beyond the glittering prizes of today. The true fight for every champion is not just about what's won in the ring, but what's built beyond it. In the end, the biggest fight isn't always in the cage. Sometimes, it's the fight for your future, your family's future, your financial legacy, and your peace of mind. Victory isn't just about what you've conquered, but what you will build. The fight for your future never ends. What's your take on Usman's journey? Have you learned anything from his path? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Share this video with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about resilience, growth, and the real battles that shape our futures. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. Stay tuned, and keep fighting for your future.